A study, date psychology, found that 45% of men age 18 to 25 have never asked a woman out in person.
The reason why men are not asking women out on dates right now is because of women. Yes, I said it. Men are supposed to be the rock of the friendship, relationship, whatever, but we are the ones that like fix up a little. When there's fixing, that's where we come in. Like, we're supposed to like help out in departments that men really don't know, like the emotional state of it. Like, the reason why like we're all fucked up as a generation is because we're not healed. Nobody's healed. Everybody got things that they need to work on, whether it's from things from when we were kids, whether it's things that we're working on now. Like, everybody needs to work on themselves.
Modern women say that getting rejected is never that big of a deal, but that's only if they are the ones doing the rejecting. We've got a video for you here today from Dating Right. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in, and let's get into it.
Guys don't approach girls at the bars anymore.
I do.
I don't expect guys to come up to me, but I know the caliber of my friends, and I know what those bitches look like, and they are some stunning. If guys aren't going up to them, guys aren't going up to fucking anyone. So I think if you're going up to girls at the bar in the first place, whether you say hi, whether you say, can I buy you a drink, whether you use Nick's line, which is a great line, by the way.
Thank you.
I think you have a million times better of a shot.
Yeah, I mean,
you really don't have all that much competition because guys aren't going up to girls. It's not like 15 guys are going up to a girl in a night to tell her how pretty she is. She probably gets one a night.
Even if there is no competition, a modern woman will make it a competition by trying to get average men to bend over backwards for her. There's no point in approaching women at bars because they only want attractive or highly attractive men approaching them. So men just don't bother anymore.
Took a break and saw this video clip of a guy saying women are not properly signaling to men that we are available to approach. And like back in the day, they used to drop their handkerchief, however you say it. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, so it's back on us now. In my mind, if I drop my handkerchief, then I have to bend down and pick it up, and then I gotta sanitize my hands, and then I need to go find Kleenex, and then I have to go home and wash my handkerchief. Can't you just like come up and say hi? Why? That takes way less effort. I'm tired. Just come up and say hi.
There's no point in a man walking up to a woman and saying hi these days because a modern woman will make it her business to completely destroy him sometimes if she doesn't find him attractive, whether it's through humiliation, out of control entitlement, or even police intervention. It's really just not worth the risk for men.
I was looking at the comments in this post, and there was a lot of comments making light of it, like joking around, like, ooh, men are in their flop era. Like, no, like when I read this, I had a pit in my stomach. This goes beyond like men are in their flop era. We are living through a paradigm shift in society. And when ChatGPT rolls out corn by the end of the year, I think that dating and society will be unrecognizable in a year from now.
He's completely wrong. Dating is already unrecognizable. Modern women have turned dating into just an excuse to use men for food, drinks, and activities. And I keep hearing people, namely women, deny this, but any man who's tried to date knows this to be the case.
So aside from the fact that my ex's love life has been very active and he's auctioning out my side of the bed down in Florida, in New Jersey here, I'm going to tell you about my love life since my breakup, which it's been a year and a half. I have liked 3 people since my breakup. None of them worked. We're going to start with the one that I liked most, who just didn't like me. Me and this guy were going on a couple dates. Oh my God. Okay, I saw him at a coffee shop. I was sitting at a coffee shop.
She's acting like the internet is sitting on the edge of its seat to listen to her complain about her lack of a love life, but really, nobody gives a damn. The reason why her love life is non-existent is pretty damn obvious. She's into complaining, shaming, and being unpleasant. Men don't find those things attractive.
And I will never forget, I literally looked up, I saw his soccer jersey, and I took a pic. I'm a creep for this, okay? Don't hold this against me. Took a picture of him, posted it on my close friend story, and I literally put, who on earth is this man, okay? I live in like a pretty small town. Like, I know when there's a new face. So I was like, who is this guy? So then that night, like a creep, I went and downloaded every single dating app to find this guy. And I found him.
That's not normal. The first thing she does is take his picture without his knowledge, posts it on her friend's group chat, and scours dating apps to find out who he is. All she had to do was say hello, but she went full-on stalker on this guy, all because she found him attractive.
Is it psychotic or psychic? I knew he would be on there. And I literally found him wearing the same jersey, and I was like, oh my god, this is the guy. So then we went on a date, and he was like, you look familiar, because I went up to him in that coffee shop. I was like, oh my gosh, I like your jersey. Okay, whatever. I'm a person who I like to shoot my shot. I will not wait for men to shoot their shot. I'm like, you know what? Hand me the ball, and then slam dunk it. It either works or it doesn't work. So
I like this one.
The problem is, she never actually did shoot her shot, by the way. She had an awkward interaction and then immediately started searching for him on social media instead of just asking for his number at the coffee shop. She just wants kudos for stalking a guy on the internet.
It either works or it doesn't work. So anyways, he was like, oh my gosh, like, you're the girl that I met in the coffee shop. And I was like, yes. Oh, wow, what a small world. And then after a couple drinks, I ended up actually admitting to him exactly what I did. So I think that to start, I shouldn't have done that. I should have played it way more cool. But like, honestly, I am an oversharer, and like, you get what you get, and you don't get upset. Like, what am I supposed to tell you? Like, yes, I absolutely was plotting on you, and that is why we're here, and we're having a great time. And this is all thanks to me and my determination to make this date happen. But
he glosses over the fact that she crossed the line with his privacy and tries to pat herself on the back for being determined. If she just asked for his number at the coffee shop, then he probably would have reacted differently. But if she's willing to do that just to meet a guy, then he can say goodbye to his privacy.
now that I'm saying it like that, I'm realizing, like, this is giving Joe from you, and if I was a man, I don't think it'd be as, like, quirky. I think it'd be kind of weird. But whatever. To each their own. Anyway, so we went on a couple more dates, and then he told me he really liked me, and then he ghosted me. The end. Yeah, the end. And I recently saw him on a dating app like a month ago when I downloaded it. And I swiped, no, get away from me. Oh my God, I hate when I really like a guy and he doesn't like me.
It's not surprising that he ghosted her. She was coming on way too strong. She crossed far too many lines, and he knew better than to get involved with a woman like that. It really is that simple.
There's this guy at the gym, at my gym, that whenever he's like working out around me, he's always asking me like, oh, are you using this? Are you using that? And it's pretty clear that I'm not using it, okay? So the other day, he did the same thing. Like, I was stretching, and he asked me, a few times that if I was using something when I was not using it. I was just stretching. Anyways, I was like, in my head, I'm like, maybe he wants to say something, but he doesn't have the balls to do it.
Take note of how quickly she resorts to emasculating this guy for not flirting with her when he's clearly practicing gym etiquette. It's just common courtesy, but she's the type of woman who thinks the planet revolves around her, so she thinks the guy just wants to hit on her.
So I'm like, oh, let me say something. Mind you, I've never done this before. I'm very fucking shy. But I don't know, that day I felt very bold. Anyways, when I was about to leave, I told him, like, oh, your shoes are very nice. He didn't hear me, so he took his headphone out, and I was like, oh, I said that your shoes are very nice. And then this man put the biggest smile on his face, and he's like, oh, thank you. Anyways, two days after that, I saw him again, and we made eye contact, but he didn't say hi, and I wasn't gonna say hi, so I didn't say hi, so we just made eye contact, and then after that, it's just been very awkward, like, oh, like, why did I did that?
That's because he was clearly uninterested in her. She gave him a compliment and didn't take it from there because he was at the gym to work out, not to flirt with women. What a surprise.
Well, the reason you probably think that is because so many women now are like on guard and pessimistic when a man approaches, because they have like they think that these men have the worst intentions. And it does feel like there's not the best quality men that are left approaching now. So there's like already kind of a negative belief held when a man does approach a woman, which is so unfortunate. I don't think that should be the case. Like, I think that now women feel like all the good men are just not approaching or they're taken or whatever, so it's like the not so great men that are left trying to make a move, and I don't know. I don't know what the answer to this is.
There really isn't much of an answer. Modern women's minds oftentimes are so damn warped that they think average men are somehow dangerous perverts, and they are baffled as to why they can't find more chads out there. There's no going back when dealing with that level of delusion.
So this is a question for the guys. So I know many guys have said that they don't want to approach women anymore. Like, they're not going to approach her at a grocery store. They're not going to approach her at the gym. They're not going to approach her at the bar, because why? Most women can just frankly be rude to guys, or don't want them talking to him, or don't want them talking to her. So question for these guys that would say they don't approach women: if a woman went out of her way to make eye contact with you, looked away, looked back, maybe even held the gaze for a couple seconds, made sure she was within proximity of you, as well as then smiled at some point, if a woman goes to that extent, would you then change your mind on approaching her? Or do you just want the woman to approach you?
Modern women are already doing that. They smile at a guy, they play with their hair, and get within 15 feet of a dude, and then that just puts out a quote-unquote vibe, whatever the hell that means. And of course, men are supposed to pick up on that.
You guys like it when guys approach you on the street?
We were literally just talking about this in the walkover. Yes. Depends, I would say. Yeah, I would say so. Okay, like if someone was actually trying to ask me out, that would probably never happen. But if it's just some random guy on the street telling me that, like, I have a good outfit, I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah, same. I feel like maybe if they made like an interesting comment about like where we're like standing in front, or like had something to say instead of just kind of like catcalling. Yeah, like it depends how it makes you feel. Like if it makes you feel like elegant, sophisticated, then I like it. But if it's like makes you feel like dirty and gross, like a streetwalker, then no go.
Okay, so in general, you guys would recommend guys to go and like shoot their shot. Basically, I run a community in which we help guys calibrate. Doing it in an appropriate way, is that something you guys would recommend guys in Toronto to at least attempt?
I mean, like, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Everyone needs someone.
These women want attention and they want to be approached, but they only want to be approached in the right way. And really what that means is they just want a very small subset of men to approach them. If you're an average guy, obviously you're typically going to be called creepy, you're going to get rejected, and so on. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Click this video that's up on the screen now if you want to see more. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.